Alright, hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all things praises, honor, glory to the creator of heaven and earth, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom, see Akim up there, preaching the word in sincerity and in truth in hopes of salvation, man, in hopes of being delivered from the coming great cataclysmic destruction that will come down upon this evil place, America, which is known as Babylon in the scriptures, man. All right. So I want to go into this lesson here, man, about the Lord is we're pretty much what being refined, right? So lock here for the noise, man, the background noise, all right? I pray that you brothers, I hope that you brothers can hear me. And Job 23:9 says, on the left hand, where he doth work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself. The right hand, but I cannot see him. On the left hand. So, as I mentioned in the other lesson, the Lord, pretty much works on the left hand, on the right hand side first and foremost, and on the left hand. And what is, Yahweh Mashmashai uses Satan, as a test, to try us, man. We go through this, afflictions we have to take on daily, trials and tribulations, man. All right. But it's all part of the, refining process, man. That the Lord is bringing His men through, hopeful elect through. Okay. All right. Verse 10 says, but He knoweth the way that I take. When He hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. That's it. So ultimately, this is what we're going through. The scripture in Proverbs, the blueness of a wound healeth, if you paraphrase it, cleanses away evil, so to speak. So this is what we're going through. Proverbs 20:30, the blueness of a wound cleanseth away evil. So that's it. All the evil that, okay, all right, that old man that was in us it's what is being purged away. So this is the refining process, right? Yahweh Mashmashai is putting His men through it, man. All right. So the stripes, the inward parts of the belly, right, the mind. So as Scripture says, Akim, man, in Hebrews, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. The Lord loves us, Akim. The Lord doesn't love these niggas. The Lord doesn't love these people. The Lord is working a work in us. For like as gold is tried in the fire, so are acceptable men. Abarakazah. I'm of that number, okay. We are, the Lord willing, we are acceptable men in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, man. This is why we're catching all this hell. We're being afflicted, what's that scripture from 1 Peter, manifold temptations, various different trials, okay. We're being put through, man. But it's all for our benefit, So, Lord willing, we can be that unspotted, vessel, okay, to stand before Yahweh Shai. I like these scriptures, man. Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part, right, the one third, the elect, the 144,000, the one third, right? And I will bring the third part through the fire. It says, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. Right. That's it. So, okay, the various trials we go through, what do we always fall back on? What do we always resort to? Calling on the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Prayer, fasting, So while we're being tried, right, time and time again, we're constantly calling on the name of the Lord. Okay, and this is what? Increasing our faith, increasing our patience, man. Increasing our endurance in this truth, man. Okay? Alright? Now bring the third part to the fire, and we'll refine them as silver is refined, and we'll try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. That's it. Say with my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is my power. That's it. They will call on my name, right? And I will hear them. That's it. So in the time of trouble, the time of famine, the time where this goddamn devil implements, okay, brings out an edict, a mandate for everyone to get that, okay, the mark of the you-know-what, okay, we're going to call on the name, Yahweh Shai, what this are, the Lord's hopeful elect, we're going to call on the name of the Lord, man, okay, to feed us, to guide us, to protect us, man, to provide for us, okay. So catching the hell, man, the suffering, the affliction, it is beneficial. It is necessary, I think. So do not despise it. I know it hurts. The scripture says, but it doesn't feel joyous, but grievous. But ultimately, in the end, it's going to work with a peaceable fruit. All right? Okay. Proverbs 3:11, it says, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Okay, that's it. Not to despise his chastening. The Lord is making us better, alright? Yahweh Shai, I'm of that number to stand before, okay, our Lord Savior Yahweh Shai, to receive that promise. Much tribulation shall you enter the kingdom. Okay? There's no way around it, man. Alright? Second Ezra 9 and 20. I'll read through it real quick. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril, because of the devices that will come into it. Yeah, that's it. Peril, danger. Alright? Wickedness. Alright? All these evil, wicked devices. Okay? Alright? Of this goddamn devil, the so-called way. Alright? The scripture says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Okay? Verse 21, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. There you go. It's talking about the Lord's hopeful elect. So the Lord has set aside 1/3 his hopeful elect, the 144,000 men, out of the nation of Israel. Okay? Okay? That's the point. Let the multitude perish, then that which was born in vain, right? 2/3. That degenerate plan. You read about in Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. The Lord has planted you wholly a right seed, and now you're in a state of, a state of what? Degeneracy. I mean, just look at these niggas that these spics out here, man. Okay? These goddamn harlots of our nation, right? Alright? And what? They're gonna be destroyed, okay? And let my grape be kept by, once again, the Lord's elect. And my plant, for with a great labor have I made it perfect. There you go. Okay? So the Lord is working a great work in his hopeful elect, man. Alright? Okay? Alright? So we gotta keep fighting, man, Despise not the chastening of the Lord, Okay? Don't be weary in well doing, because what? A great reward is coming. How about my child not unrighteous to forget our work and labor of love, remaining faithful unto him, no matter what we go through. We lost our families, lost jobs, and opportunities and all this, The Lord's gonna come with a great reward out there. So I pray it's edifying, man. I'm gonna say shalom.